Of course, it's concerned not only P series, by the way, welcome on the channel, it's also concerned series U, H, and more exotic like, I don't know, X or W. No, W does not exist. Anyway, so this is like a few series, and what we can do, we can first connect in a series, just follow the books. Of course, it's not always possible, as fiddling with transformer, dropping resistors, etc, etc. So second, just use separate transformer to power these filaments. Of course, fiddling with transformer, drop the resistors, but to tell the truth, nearly always we have to fiddling with transformer. Third, we can use voltage doubler or tripler or quadrupler just to raise this voltage, but of course it's a problem. So very often the transformer already fitted inside amplifier or which are in our possession are too weak to power it. And for DC to DC converter, maybe not for orthodox but clean solution, very often we can use it as is, and very often we can have fiddling with transformer. So it means we have nearly always fiddling with transformer. Right now I checking resistance of heater filaments in a cold state, because this will be the peak when you switch on the amplifier before filament goes to they in series P 300 milliamps or series U like UCF80 for 100 milliamps. It takes much more in a peak. It's short peak, but it's visible, and this will be important in a few minutes. So just from the ohm low, we know, so in this moment when we switch on, it starts pulling, this 2 amps, and we start from the most interesting option, powering with DC to DC converter, and this is step up, so we can use it on 6.3 volt to step up to higher voltage to power, let's say, PL83 or UCF80. This is our test rig. We have this converter. Right now we're just powering it from DC source, because we have to power it from DC source. Right now we can check how it works, and as you see, this is this peak what I told earlier, and right now it's a range 1 amp. It takes in a peak a lot more, then it keeps at 500 milliamps. So this is what we need. Let's check the PL83. This is range 10 amp. So if in a peak it takes 4 amps, and this peak are much, not peak, much longer, it takes longer. So it means the PL83 with this converter is pulling like a 4 amps from our transformer. So with 2 PL83 it will pulling 4 amps, no 4 amps, 8 amps. So it's impossible for standard transformer to. So it means DC to DC converter is nice option, but not always we can use it. If there's much better situation is in case of preamp valves, because they are, I don't know how, but their heaters goes up quicker. The problem is with DC to DC converter, so when it starts pulling 4 or even more amps in this case from the transformer windings, it's the tension go down, let's say from 7 to even 4 volts, but this DC to DC converter is still able to deliver full output with, let's say, 15 volt. So it means it's overload the transformer and it's not missing, because with pulling 4, working with low efficiency, and it's nearly stay like that. This is from what I found. It's not like I'm expert in this area. Second nice solution is a powering with voltage doubler or tripler or quadrupler, whatever we wanna do. Usually doubler is for something around 12 volt, tripler something around 15. Here I wanna build quickly just tripler for this 15 volt for PL83. So this is just for three capacitors, 4700 microfarads, and of course diode is a diode, and a small resistor or without even no resistor. The solutions are simply and effective under the case we have again enough capacity of volume of power in the transformer winding. It's not depend totally true in the like a size. Is the most important is a size of winding, thickness of the wire, because if thickness are a bit thicker we can overload transformer a bit longer and it will work. No, it means is we working in the same style with test in the end. Oh, let's say job done. Right now we can test it like usually. First test on a AC bench PSU. On the left multimeter we have voltage. On the valve we have to control it. It's not too high. First of all, not too low is not a problem for a quick test. And on right voltmeter I have voltage on the transformer, on the AC transformer. It means on this transformer the no load voltage was 7.4, so under the load voltage goes down to 6.75. It should go to this amount, to tell the truth, because this is, you know, 230 to 40 volts in the mains, etc. This right now, this resistor is too small, so we have to play with these resistors, and then we should get proper. Where's the problem here? It's from one side is good because it slowly rise the tension in a filament, so it's no like a stroke. But other way, with such a situation like here, so usually we have to make a sequencer, because other way the valves get the anodic tension with cold heaters or nearly cold heaters. So it's not good solution, but this is simple solution. If our transformer with filament is enough big and have enough power, we can use it to, let's say, replace the L84 for PCL86. Yeah, because this is same transformer, everything is same, just bank, or better, ECL86 for PCL86. This is same tube, just different heater. So this is the quite, of course we have to place somewhere these huge capacitors, but anyway, this is the best solution. And right now I try to test it in the final transformer, and as you see, for one tube is okay, quite okay. Right now let's try for two at least, because this is what I said, usually you have problem with capacity of the transformer. Again, fiddling with this is very small resistors. We playing with something like a 0.3 up to 0.7 ohm, and it should be something like a 3 or 5 or 6 7 watts minimum. Is can become quite hot. By the way, if you can subscribe and leave a thumb up, I will be very happy. And as you see, it shows how the capacity of the transformer is bit. It shows so this transformer a bit too weak for two valves. We can use it, but it's, to tell the truth, 610 volts is a bit too low, because And the last thing, using separate transformer. This transformer was too low on AC, so I just add the bridge, small capacitor, can be bigger capacitor, I just add what I have under my hand, and drop a resistor, and that's it. So I don't think so is anything have to be. Just is a problem with if we have to power one valve or two valve, especially with let's say U series, where it's like 100 milliamps, is additional capacitor is not stupid thing, because it will be small. It will be just only 0.1 amp transformer, not additional capacitor, additional transformer, of course.